The detective told me to go home. There isn't much more you can do tonight. But I couldn't. Emma had sent that SOS to me for a reason. She trusted me to notice something everyone else might miss. I opened the last photo she'd sent before disappearing. At first, it looked useless. A blurry picture. A dark window. Part of a street sign. I zoomed in. Nothing. I zoomed in again. Then I noticed something reflected in the glass. A giant blue mural. It looked familiar. I couldn't figure out why until I started scrolling through old photos on my phone. A few months earlier, Emma and I had taken a work trip together. We'd stopped at a small cafe because she'd insisted their coffee was life-changing. Behind us was that exact same blue mural. My heart started racing. I immediately called the detective. I think I know where this picture was taken. Within an hour, investigators compared Emma's photo to public images from the area. It was a match. The location was real, but there was one problem. It was nowhere near the restaurant where she'd planned to meet her Tinder date. The detective looked confused. She shouldn't have been anywhere near there. Something had happened after the date. As investigators headed toward the area, I kept thinking about the screenshot Emma had sent me before she left. His profile, his name, his picture. Something about it bothered me. I opened the image again. Ryan, 32, financial consultant. I decided to search the profile photo online. Seconds later, my stomach dropped. The exact same picture appeared on multiple websites. Different names, different locations, different jobs. It wasn't his picture. Someone had stolen another person's photos to create the dating profile. I immediately called the detective again. The account is fake. He went quiet. Email me everything. Right now. Minutes later, detectives confirmed what I'd found. The dating profile Emma had matched with had disappeared. Completely deleted. The phone number connected to it had also gone silent. Whoever Emma met, they never intended to reveal who they really were. By now, almost 24 hours had passed. Emma's family sat together at the police station. Her mother hadn't slept. Her younger brother paced the hallway over and over. No one wanted to say what everyone was thinking. Every minute felt heavier than the last. Then, the detective's phone rang. Everyone stopped talking. He answered, listened carefully. His expression changed. They found someone. The room went completely silent. He grabbed his jacket and hurried out with 2 officers. No one told us anything. Another hour passed before he finally returned. He looked exhausted, but there was something different in his eyes. Relief. He walked over to Emma's mother. They found her alive. She collapsed into tears. So did I. Emma had been located nearly 24 hours after disappearing following a coordinated search involving multiple agencies. She had serious injuries and was rushed to the nearest hospital, but she was conscious. The detective told us there was one thing that kept replaying in his mind. If she hadn't sent that SOS. He didn't finish the sentence. He didn't have to. Later that evening, I finally got permission to visit Emma. She looked weak, exhausted, but the moment she saw me, she reached for my hand. I knew you'd figure it out, she whispered. Then she looked toward the detective standing outside her hospital room. I remember his face, and I know exactly what happened. Come back for part 3.